This is the Rob and Roz Recap.
We are rolling out the red carpet this afternoon on The Drive with Rob and Roz to speak to, it takes a lot to say this, so you must say it with the proper amount of reverence and respect that it deserves. The most decorated Commonwealth Games athlete of all time. Not of the decade, of the century, of all time. Welcome.
They're both here today. Chad Clos are both here today.
Chad Clos in the building. Welcome, Chad.
Good afternoon, guys. Thank you, R&R, for having me. It's great to be here.
It's a pleasure. It's so nice to have you. I don't even know where to start. So let's start with this most decorated Commonwealth athlete of all time. Let's start there. When you went back into the pool, were you expecting this kind of a result?
Honestly, guys, this feels amazing. I mean, the last 10 days has been felt like London all over again, just from what had happened. And I think after 2024 Olympics, I wasn't even sure if I was even going to swim at the level that I was going to swim at again. So, after a 6-month break, we decided to obviously go for the Commonwealth. The goal was definitely always to try get to 20. So even in 2018, so 8 years ago, I've been chasing this for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I needed 18 to break the record. I got 18, tied it in 2018. And then, Emma McKeon at the same games got 9 medals. Australia got 1,000 relays and then passed me. And then I knew I needed another 3 more to break it. So it was a huge task, but honestly, just super grateful for how this week's been. I mean, I couldn't be more blessed with how it went, honestly speaking.
And he just arrived, by the way. He arrived back at 6 o'clock this morning, fighting the jet lag. We appreciate you being here. What about the next Olympics? I mean, that would be your 5th Olympic Games in LA. You said after the last one you weren't even sure whether or not you'd be back. Now, are you comfortable? Are you ready for LA 2028?
Absolutely. No, I feel very good. I mean, even at the end of last year, I swam a small not a small championship, but a World Cup that I'm going to now in October again. And I picked up a bronze there with 6 weeks of training and minimal focus on everything. I took 6 months off, let my body heal from all the injuries. And I think that just rejuvenated everything. And I feel great. I mean, the time that I went at the Commonwealth was, in the relay, was my fastest ever freestyle split. The 100 fly, where I got 5th in a strong field. The 4 guys that beat me were top 4 at the Olympics and the World Champs last year, so it was no slouch field. That would have made the final at the last Olympics, where I came 25th. So I'm already back to where I haven't been in a very long time, in the long course championship. So I'm definitely back, and I feel, let's say, quietly optimistic about 28 for sure.
Are all those other guys that you used to swim against that are maybe still swimming, are they surprised that you are back now where you were?
The guys that I used to do you want to know a crazy story, guys? I was in Glasgow for 2014 for the Commonwealth Games, okay? I saw a lot of the guys out, afterwards. A lot of them guys doing commentary. They're a couple years younger than me, they're 31, 32.
And they're already doing commentary.
And they're doing commentary, and I'm out there and they're like, Chaddy, what are we doing here, brother? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Do you want to know the crazy part? No one was born in the 90s, and in my individual events. No one was born in the 100 fly. I think 2001 was the second oldest. So I'm 9 years older than my second guy. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's incredible.
So you got all these people thinking you were Bali.
They call me Oom. They call me Oom. Peter and them call me Oom. I say, and the funniest part, I'm actually the shortest guy on the relay also. On the men's relay, the boys are 6', Peter's 6'6". Guy was 6'5", Rod 6'5". I mean, I'm the midget in the team at 6'2". You know what I mean? So, 100%.
So now they're calling you and you still have to look up to them because they're so much bigger than you.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I think the weird part is I've been through different generations of swimmers over the last 15 years, and I think what's awesome to see is just how these guys have evolved over the last couple of years. I've seen them from 16 to 22, and now they're Peter. He's a world beater and he deserves everything. So I'm really awesome to see.
Yeah. It's been a week of highs and lows for you, all in the space of 24, 48 hours. How are you after the devastating fire that was at your apartment?
Yeah, I mean, I think perspective is everything. So I think for me at the moment, right after that last race where I got medal 21, literally 45 minutes later, I got the news that my apartment was on fire. Literally, it wasn't even like a day later. It was that same night. And then obviously, you know, we went out, had a bit of a party, forgot about it for a while. And then the next morning, we got confirmation that it was burnt down completely. So
No, man.
obviously, it was like very mixed emotions. I think the first thing I want to say is, you know, condolences to the Schramm family. You know, he lost his life tragically. So for me, everything's perspective, you know. I mean, I'm sitting here, I've got the most Commonwealth medals. I still feel super blessed. I still feel very blessed. Even though I lost my home and I lost a lot in that fire. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. But I didn't lose my father, my mother, or myself. If I was in the flat, I probably wouldn't have made it out because I sleep with eye mask and earplugs, and you know, it was a rapid fire. And you know, like I say, condolences to the families that lost their home, and of course, Mr. Schramm. But for me, obviously sad. 10 years of memories, all my memorabilia, all my Olympic gear, a lot of medals, watches. So it was a lot that I did.
Your
lose.
medals as well.
Medals. We don't know yet if it was Olympic medals because I usually move them. So I do travel with them because we do some stuff with them. So I'll be honest, I'm not sure because my mom and dad aren't sure.
Is there like a protocol for that where you can contact the Olympic Committee and
hope so.
get some new medals?
I hope they're listening. Yeah, look, I think again, the medals are very special, of course. The memorabilia is special. I mean, the Olympic kit, I love that. You know, my first jersey from 2009, my first like senior Springbok cap, 17-year-old 2009. I had that in my room. I have like I don't know how to explain it. I have like a little cabinet where I have all my memorabilia from
your trophy cabinet of sorts.
Yeah, but it's like my for my gear, and it's like that. I love that stuff. And I sometimes go back to that and I'll have my first hat I won the Olympics in.
Yeah.
That's all burnt down. That's something I can't replace, unfortunately. You know?
Amazing stories and amazing memories. And we got a voice note in from Pietru that I have to play you.
Hi, Ross. I think the mosquitoes in Cape Town, they don't have any teeth. And just an observation, I mean, Chad the Clos, is he going to swim to your offices today?
She was asking, because of how terrible this weather is, are you going to swim to come and find us? I just want to say, for someone that's not from Joburg, you were on time, early eindelijk.
But he did get a baptism of fire without traffic.
A baptism of rain and constant bad weather. So I must, on behalf of everybody in Gauteng, Chad Leclerc, I must apologize for that.
No, it's all good.
And then lots of other messages in as well. Some Matilda has said, Antoinette says, what advice would you give to young children who want to follow in your footsteps?
I'd say the advice has always been similar since I was young, is never give up on your dreams, the obvious ones. But I think the most important thing is just to enjoy the journey and set goals. I think that's been my biggest thing over the last 16 years. As a kid, I set goals.
I mean, speaking of advice for those that want to follow in your footsteps, you've partnered with Virgin Active. You've currently got, I think, 12 academies open, but there's plans to open another 3, I hear. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, super grateful to have the opportunity to work with Virgin Active. So we've partnered up with them since January this year. We've got 12 clubs currently running. So it's all the Virgin Active Chad Leclerc Academy. We're going to do another 3 in the next 3 weeks or 2 weeks. And then by the end of the year, we're going to have 20 clubs. And by next year, we're going to have close to 40. So the plan is to have the biggest swimming club in South Africa and Africa in the next 18 months. And also be rivaling international clubs. So we want to have, you know, obviously a lot of the national swimmers swimming for us, but we want to just provide an opportunity more than anything for the younger generation. So I think that's what we're providing. Everything from learn to swim babies of any ages and adults, all the way through to Olympic, you know, going to Olympics, and also to seniors that just want to swim to be fit. You know, we have our rec swimmers that come in twice a week, and that's a huge part of it, you know. So we're the home of swimming, basically. And I think for me, this is the most fulfilling thing that I have done, honestly, since London Olympics, because it just feels like this is what my legacy truly means, you know, to give back. So I'm very excited.
So now it's the Virgin Active Chad Leclerc Swimming Academy.
Quite
but
a mouthful.
Now, if Chad Leclerc isn't at my session, now what must happen? I'm like, no, but Chad, where are you, Chad?
We're teleporting, don't worry.
You get a hoodie. Get a hoodie. He's wearing the hoodie right now, and that's how you can show people.
But you know what I think is really great is that you might not be able to be at all 20 of the clubs, but it's got the Chandler Close stamp of approval. You're not going to
Yes.
put your name on something that is not something that is endorsed by you and something that you are really proud of.
Absolutely. I think it's the same thing as, when you get a McDonald's cheeseburger in Durban, you get it the same in Cape Town. That's the most important thing that we're doing here. So we want to make sure the standard is very
Yes.
high. So we have our head coach, who's my current coach, Delon Danhauser. Shout out to him for everything he's done.
Yeah. Those
yeah.
medals must also go his way.
No,
hey?
absolutely.
Halfway.
So he's just a quick story. He was my coach in London, the assistant coach when we won gold, and then he went overseas for 10 years, became the head coach of Malta, did amazing things in America, Malta, and Italy. Came back a year ago. Just started with the academies in January, and we're obviously booming with him at the helm.
Yeah.
So he oversees all of our coaches just from a coordination and a stamp of approval. And then going back to what you said earlier, so when I'm in Joburg, for example, I'm visiting all my clubs today, tomorrow. So I'm whenever I'm traveling, which I'm always traveling around the country, I'm always at the different clubs. I train at every club wherever I am.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cape Town, I'm majority there in Durban because that's my home clubs, you could call it. But I'm in and amongst the clubs, on a, could say bi-monthly basis. And then, we do group calls with all the swimmers, with all our coaches, with the parents. We do once a month where we have
Very cool.
like a free session where we have the parents come in and we do like a chat, kind of like a little Zoom session, but live, like a live session. I don't know what I'm saying that.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Very rewarding for me, I must say. I'm very grateful for this. Really am.
This is incredible. Where can people get more information?
So just at the virginactive.co.za and also on our Instagram page, Virgin Active Chandler Close Academy, my personal page. Yeah, we have respond within 3 hours, so we've got people on that, and everything's online now.
Everything
so
is there, yeah. So I want to ask you, there is the short course World Cup starts on
Now,
the 1st
isn't
of
December?
October.
October.
So short course is when you swim more length, but it's short.
Thank
course.
goodness for short course. Yes.
But what are you looking forward to about the short course World Cup?
So what's nice is, just for the non-swimmers out there that are listening, the Olympics is long course. Okay, so that's the Commonwealth Games, that's the Olympics, that's the World Championships long course. Then every 2 years we have the World Championships, which is short course. So basically, a 50 meters one length, and then 2 lengths for 25-meter pools. So it's the Virgin Active pools are all 25, and the Olympic pools are double the length. So for me, I need 4 more medals to have the most medals in swimming history. So in hopefully in 2 years' time, at the next World Champs, so not this December, next December, in 2 years' time, I'll have the most medals in short course history, which will make me the greatest short course swimmer in history, officially. I say it very respectfully. I know that I am already. I just need to prove that I am.
Wow, I love that. And
Respectfully.
then, respectfully, when you reach that pinnacle of your career, that seat that you're sitting there now,
Coming back.
you're coming straight
100%.
back,
Clock
and
it.
then we are going to speak about that. Chad,
100%.
it's been such an absolute pleasure having
Thank
you on
you,
the
guys.
drive with Robin Ross today.
And I love that he clarified that, because there's a lot of people, they love throwing around the word
Yes.
Olympic-sized pool.
Yes.
Now we know. Short course or long course.
Short
Chad.
course, long course, guys.
Thank
it's a
you
different,
so
different
much.
sport. Guys,
You
just want
are
to
a
say,
champion,
I just
yeah?
want to say one more thing to everyone
Absolutely.
listening. I really have felt the love the last 10 days. Before and after, especially with medal 19, 20 and 21. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone. It really feels like London 2012 all over again with all the support that I've had. So truly grateful to everyone in South Africa. Thank you, guys.
We are so proud of you. That's Chad Close, guys.
The Drive with Rob and Roz. Jacaranda FM. Weekdays 4 to 7 p.m.